just worked for me. Now type in your name.
I was so
Yo, one more. Thanks.
30 seconds.
Your buzzer is the letter B on your keyboard. That's B as in Babette.
I'll give you a technical difficulty.
20 seconds.
Okay, 20 seconds, people.
20 seconds. Oh, boy. Okay. When you know an answer, buzz in. If you don't, don't. But if you buzz, you only got a few seconds to pick one of the choices or you're gonna lose cash. Follow me? Alrighty then.
10 seconds.
Good luck.
9.
And
8.
get rid of the desktop.
7. 6. 5.
Take it to black.
4.
Here we go.
3.
Arthur Daniels Hartland. If we told you who we are, we'd have to kill you.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see ya. Yada, yada, yada. Well, all right, that's out of the way. This is it? Just you? Well, I get paid no matter what. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Say hello to, grab your beret and wake the kids. Get it right, I'm handing over 2K. Hey, it's time for the Family Avant-Garde Film Fest. Now each week we recreate a cutting-edge movie that is carefully censored for family viewing. Let's hear a clip from this week's show.
Any of you move and I'll execute every last one of you!
What film are we recreating? Angel, Pulp Fiction, Thelma and Louise. No, it's not from Thelma and Louise, though I did hear Gina Davis use some similar language toward the end of the Cutthroat Island shoot. For the curious, here's the right answer. You're hearing a heavily censored moment from Pulp Fiction. It's still pretty good, but the part where Travolta gets shot sounds like this.
Ow! Goodness!
Okay. Well, what do we have here? Eat my shorts. $1,000 if you get it. Put your tray in the upright position. It's time for takeoff. If you asked a moth about its propensity for eating clothing, which of these would be a factually accurate response?
Sure, I used to do that as a kid. I can't help it, the smell.
And if you look to your left, you'll see the popular wrong answer.
Ooh. Should have picked this. Only the larva of a clothes-eating moth actually eats your clothes. The adult moths try on your clothes when you're not home. Category, please. And this one is, I've got a head like a jug. You get this one right and it's $3,000. Remember the Archies with the incredibly dense jug head? Suppose studies revealed that Jughead was actually made from the densest element in the world. To what should he change his name? Osmium head, diamond head, krypton head, or helium head? Osmium is the densest, heaviest known element in the world. And you only have to take one look at that stupid crown he wears to know that Jughead's the densest kid in Riverdale. All right.
You can't stop at 3, no, you gotta head for, yeah!
Pucker up for. Dead Man Walking says, hit me. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Flex those fingers, cause here it comes. Say Sister Helen Prejean and convicted murderer Matthew Poncelet from Dead Man Walking were playing poker. What hand would Matthew not want to be dealt? 5 cards of... A pair of aces and a pair of eights is also known as the dead man's hand because Wild Bill Hickok got shot to death holding these cards. And I'll tell you something, the last thing you want to happen to you on death row is getting shot.
Let's blow this time and head for number 5.
Coming at you, 4-letter word for what you don't know. $3,000 for this one. So you like crossword puzzles, right? Well, see if you can solve part of one now. 1 across, Arthur Blank, crossword puzzle creator. 3 down, daily journal containing first crossword appearance. What 2 words fit these clues? Box, champagne. Arthur Wynn invented the crossword, and the first modern crossword was published in the New York World. And soon, delighted children all over the world discovered words like rattan and aves. Okay. This category's known as, wanna try a threesome? $2,000 for a correct answer. Listen up, it's time for some quick math. Which of the following groups does not contain a number of people that is a multiple of 3? The Village People, Peter, Paul, and Mary, New Kids... Nope, 6 Village People. Let's see, there was the cop, the Indian, the substitute teacher, the chicken farmer, the proctologist, and the market analyst. See, now, I could have given you some cash if you picked this. There were 5 new kids on the block. Danny, Donnie, Joe, Jordan, and John. And by the way, this question's for the children of the world.
7, lucky 7.
This one's called Kidnapped. How does $2,000 sound? All right, take a gander at this picture and tell me. If somebody sent you this picture and a ransom note, what would you probably not be able to do until you paid the ransom? Make ice cubes, change the oil in your car, crush your kidney stones, or flush your teeth. If you open the back of your toilet and look inside, you'll see this doohickey. And if the kidnappers are asking for more than $7 or $8, just drive over to the hardware store and buy yourself a new one, for Christ's sake. All right. I got some good news for you. You're about to move into a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat question is, how can you breathe through that? Okay, I'm gonna read off 7 movie titles, and for each one, I want you to tell me if its beast has gills or a blowhole. As each one comes up, if it has gills, press 1. If it has a blowhole, press 2. And press 4 if you want to skip. $500 for each right answer, and $500 will be taken away if you get it wrong or don't get to it. Okay, give me 30 seconds on the clock. And we're off. Jaws, does it have gills or a blowhole? Piranha. Free Will. Tentacles. Moby Dick. Last one, Orca. That's all she wrote. You got 4 right, you missed 3. Hard to be enthusiastic about that. Let's throw it into your total. Well, it's not much, but it's not much. Let's keep going. I need a category.
Aloha, question number 9.
Now serving the slaughter of 80s pop. You give me a right answer, I give you $3,000. A gaggle of geese, a school of fish, a flock of seagulls? Oh my God, a lawless pack of animals has slaughtered the 80s band, a flock of seagulls. Detectives are rounding up animals with suspicious-sounding group names. Because it's not a correct group name, which of these will not be a suspect? There's no such thing as a kill of bears. A group of bears is called a sleuth.
Elementary, Watson. They just couldn't run so far away after all.
Category. You, my friend, better start getting comfortable, cause this one could get steamy. You're joining in on a 3-way. Alrighty, here's the deal. You're gonna see a 3-way like this one. When the correct 3-way member is lit up, buzz in. If you make a match, you pocket $1,000. But be careful, if you don't make a correct match, you'll lose some cash every time you're wrong. And be careful, individual answers don't necessarily have anything to do with the 3-way as a group. Okay, party time. The category for this 3-way is bald, win, or draw. So that means this 3-way is about the fabulous Baldwin boys, Alec, William, and Stephen Baldwin. Here we go, and for goodness sake, be careful.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
And a looks like we're all done. Let's check out your performance. Now, see, the whole concept here was to actually make more matches than misses. Yeah, remind me not to let you set me up with anyone. Anyway, let's see what kind of damage you did to your overall score. Well, it seems we're moving on now. Let's see what's up next. That's it for round one. Let's go to round two. Every question in round two is worth twice as much, so we got some serious cash at stake here. Let's get to it. Okay, give it up for Hollywood square dancing. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Hey, remember TV's McCloud, that detective from the country that ended up working in the big city? Well, suppose backwards Detective McCloud were a cop by day and a square dance caller by night. If he got confused and told a couple of crooks to freeze and then do-si-do, what would they do? Stop them. McCloud is asking them to stop and then circle around each other, passing at the right shoulders, back facing back. His skills really come in handy when he has to break up a hoedown. Okay, I need a category. Here we have, I have le munchies. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Who's got the munchies? If you had to hunt for a bag of ruffles in the same way the French hunt for truffles, what would you... Truffles are an underground fungus, often considered a delicacy and found with the aid of truffle-sniffing dogs or pigs. So if you get one of them police-trained dogs, they can lead you to the drugs and to the munchies. I need a category. The category?
Der wunderbar Wizard von Oz.
How does $4,000 grab you? So, did you know that L. Frank Baum was the author of the Oz books? Well, now you do. Based upon what Baum means in German, what part of the Wizard of Oz might have been inspired by his last name? Interesting choice. Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. Baum is German for tree, which explains why Toto kept wanting to pee on him during the filming. Okay, here's the deal. You just chose an impossible question. Oh, good. This should be amusing. For your enjoyment, it's a dog. And I believe we have a piddly 20 grand payoff for getting this one right. Better start massaging your brain cells, cause here comes a really impossible question. So pay attention and don't get fooled. What has 4 legs? Wipe the sweat off your brow, you got it. A dog has 4 legs, a tail, and barks. Don't you wish your SATs were this easy? Category, please.
Not 14, not 16, you're right in between.
Shake hands with. Christ, who left this mess? One right answer and $6,000 head your way. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. If Andy Warhol had included references to some of his other famous works when he painted his Last Supper series, which of these would you not have seen? No, Paul was a big Coke fan. He liked to entertain the apostles by drinking lots of it and then burping the 10 Commandments. The correct answer is... Andy Warhol painted many advertising images, but he never copied Starbucks.
Would you like room for cream?
No, my son, my cup runneth over.
Uh-oh, wet suck tit shine floor.
It's time for equalization.
Step right up to your gibberish category. Stay back or I throw the salad. The opening value for this gibberish question is $10,000. Okay, you're gonna have about 30 seconds to solve this, but every second and a half, I'm taking away some money. Okay, get ready to buzz in and tell me, with what song lyric does this gibberish phrase rhyme? Found one old tomato, Mom. And remember, don't let the punctuation fool you. First clue, it's from a David Bowie song. No, not that one he did with Mick Jagger. It's from a David Bowie song about a guy who's out in space. All right, type in your answer, hit return, and let's see how you do. Come on, why do people do this? It's just childish.
That's the last straw, man. I'm not gonna stand for this no more. I say, cut off their fingers for typing in the naughty words and shove them in their mouth and sew their lips shut. And that's
really harsh.
Force them to run them out of town on a rail.
Wait, why don't we take some cash away first?
Or that. Let me take care of this one.
All right.
Here's what you do. You get a match and you burn off all their body hair. Just singe it off like a chicken. Excuse me. And then...
You don't even know what you're talking about. Let's just take away some more cash.
Okay. Cookie, the cash ain't gonna do it,
Yeah,
man.
I know, that sucked. Let's change the name. Let's give him a different name. That'll piss him off.
That always works. How about,
all right.
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't think that's how you spell it.
No. Well, all right, idiot. Okay, let's get back to the game.
What'd you call me?
No, I was talking to the other guy.
Oh.
Found one old tomato mom. Commencing countdown, engines on. Found one old tomato mom.
Space Oddity by David Bowie. I hear Ground Control is also looking for Peter Schilling. You know, that guy who wrote the follow-up song, Major Tom Coming Home. I need a category.
On the big bayou in Louisiana, quest on 17.
May I introduce big-ass, big-gut-stomping foreign people leader. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. All right, imagine Godzilla wants to shave off a few pounds before attacking his next city. If Godzilla goes on a diet and eats nothing but the Japanese diet, what will he be eating? Legislators
All positions are filled, but thank you for applying.
Bet you wish you'd pick this. Japan's parliament is called the Diet. Yeah, I heard he was going to eat the United States Congress, but it was too full of calories. Or was it crap? Okay. The category is, possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Okay, class, now that I've got your attention, it's time for Morality 101. Tell me what fairy tale you would learn this lesson from. If you live a destitute and squalid life or just a little bit stupid, steal a person's belongings and then murder him, from then on you will live happily ever after. Jack was stupid enough to exchange his cow for some magic beans. Then when the beanstalk grew, he stole the giant stuff and then chopped down the beanstalk, killing him. Today, this would be called aggressive career management. Open wide and get ready for...
Right foot blue! Sir, yes, sir!
This one can net you $6,000. Heads up, here it comes. Considering what type of location is credited as the birthplace of the Marines, which skill would be the most appropriate boot camp training? Clapping when stage lights go out, killing and eating cattle, lifting beer mugs with one hand, or wiping sunscreen on the enemy? Drink up. The Marines were believed to have started at the Tun Tavern, a brew house in Philadelphia. The Marines were started in a tavern. Our national anthem is a drinking song. You know, we're going to have to change our name to the U.S. of AA. And I believe this one's called Give Me a Call Sometime. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Okay, let me warn you right now, this one's kind of saucy. Say you're a guy and you dial an escort service to request a call girl. Instead of a prostitute, however, you're sent a woman with a call. What's unusual about your date? Her head shape makes her voice very loud. Her mouth is on the back of her head. She has... That's not gonna cut it. Let's take a look at the right answer. Babies born with a caul have part of their fetal membrane still wrapped around their head like a hood. I think that's one sheath that'll guarantee she won't get pregnant. All right, hit me. Welcome Welcome to the Jack Attack. Keep your eyes on the screen, and when you see two words that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, I give you $2,000. If you're wrong, you're going down 2,000. But don't forget, remember the clue. Not any old word's gonna do it. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. What am I supposed to do here? If you listen to the damn directions, maybe you'd know. Well, too late now. Well, you could have done better, but then again, you didn't have any competition. Let's see your score. That's the game. Player, you ended up with less than nothing. Just think how bad your score would be if you were actually competing with somebody. And while we're on the subject...
You don't know. Beautiful people. I have not seen a show this good since 1950. Never mind, roll the credits. Hey, Raul, are we playing again?
Well, Yahoo, you got your name on the high scoreboard, filling an empty slot, which means you could have scored a 2 and still been on the high scoreboard. If you want to play again, just, okay, everybody, on your toes. Hey, all right, I got you. Hey, come on, people, we're doing it again. One more time.
Well, looks like this category is I'm burning for you. $2,000 for a correct answer. Okay, pay close attention to the following audio file.
Hey, France! Ah, ooh.
Which historical figure is speaking? Vanessa Paradis? It's Joan of Arc. I hear she was a really hot babe. Okay, pick a cat. This one likes to go by subatomic siblings in the nuclear family. How does $2,000 sound? Okay, we all know the Cleaver family from Leave It to Beaver is the perfect nuclear family. So, imagine the Cleaver home is an atom. If Ward and June are protons and Wally and Beaver are electrons, what is the family's atomic number? Nobody picks that one. Here's what you should have picked. 2. The atomic number is equal to the number of protons, in this case, Ward and June, which proves once and for all that in the 50s, children didn't count. Category. The selection is, how does one get to be a Sergeant Major Kangaroo? $1,000 at stake on this one. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. Suppose Captain Kangaroo were replaced by another marsupial. Who would not be considered? Private Possum, Sergeant Sloth, Colonel... Warrant Officer Wombat does wear a marsupial badge, but nobody in his unit seems to know what a wombat is. And you know the military, don't ask, don't tell. In case you're wondering... Sloths are not marsupials because unlike the others, they don't give birth to premature young and carry them to term in a pouch. Plus, they don't have silly mustaches and goofy red jackets either. Okay. This little number's known as, put that down, you don't know what you're doing. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. All right, this is a picture question, so take a good look and tell me, for what would you use this object? stoning cherries, plucking eyelashes, burning ants, or picking up something hot. You use this little tool to remove cherry pits. It's called a stoner. Is that what a stoner looks like? For some reason, I thought it would look mellower. Okay, pick it. You don't wanna blow it on number 5. Let's see what we got going. Uh-oh, he's a Connor. And you're playing for $3,000 cash money. So, Jimmy Connors made his money playing tennis, and Sinead O'Connor made hers singing songs. Well, for a while she did. But tell me this, how did an Ale Connor make his money in the Middle Ages? Selling imaginary beer, holding up liquor shops, testing the King's Ale?
Nuh-uh.
For the curious, here's the right answer. An Ale Connor would sit in a beer puddle for 30 minutes. If his pants stuck to the seat, the beer had too much sugar and was thrown away. Who says college doesn't prepare you for the real world? Say hello to Piss Drunk, not angry. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Think fast. Imagine an Andy Cap comic strip where Andy can only afford to order one drink. If Andy wants to get as much alcohol into his system as he can, which drink should he order? A 1-ounce shot of Tanqueray gin, a 6-ounce glass Yorkshire wine. You know, Andy Cap might be a sad boozer, but I bet he's still not desperate enough to drink a British wine. Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. While the amount of alcohol is roughly equivalent for 1 ounce of liquor, 6 ounces of wine, and 12 ounces of cider or beer, a 16-ounce pint of beer would contain the most alcohol. Ah, Andy Cap, a Sunday morning wouldn't be the same without catching up on you and your wife's dysfunctional life.
Hey, look over there. It's question 7.
This one's called Things That Violate the Constitution in the Night. And we got $3,000 in the pot. Let's see how you handle this one. Based on the codename of the burglars responsible for the Watergate break-in, which TV commercial character might you assume was one of the perpetrators? Josephine the plumber, Madge the manicurist, Tony...
Here's a little spending money.
The correct answer is... You might have suspected Josephine because the codename for the Watergate burglars was the Plumbers. Sadly, Josephine's association with that bunch plunged her into a life of crime. I got some good news for you. You're about to move into a Dis or Dat. This Dis or Dat's category name is Go Get the Hose, Petey and Chomp Chomp are stuck. Now I'm gonna read off 7 nicknames, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a Pac-Man ghost or a little rascal. As each name comes up, if it's a ghost from Pac-Man, press 1. If it's a little rascal, press 2. And press 4 to skip. I'll add 500 to your score for a right answer, and you lose 500 for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. Okay, can I have 30 seconds on the clock, please? Let's go in. Blinky Ghost. Froggy. Inky. Pinky. Spanky. Stymie. Last one. That's all she wrote. Perfect. And with time to spare, here you go. Feel good? I hope so, cuz we still got more Jack. Alright. Rainovi is number 9. Coming at you, or gunfire might work. Get it right, I'm handing over 2K. Put it in gear, cuz here we go. Given the meaning of Welk, which of the following would have been the best way to end the Lawrence Welk Show? With
and a 1 and a 2.
Should have picked this. To welk means to wither, wane, or otherwise fade away. And I guess Mr. Welk Show did fade away, especially when he died. Oh, you're so naughty. You just picked a 3-way. Okay, listen up. This is pretty simple. You're gonna see... Oh, alrighty, no foreplay it is. Let me guess, you're not the slow romantic kind of lover. Well, you asked for it. Here it is. Looks like your category for this one is a nun in a blender. You've heard the old joke, right? Because this three-way is black and white and red all over. Alrighty, watch your buzzer. Here we go.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
Okay, we're stripped down to our skivvies. Looks like that's all we've got. Let's see how you scored. Well, maybe three-ways aren't your thing, but hey, it's always good to experiment. Unfortunately, that won't help your score at this point, but anyway, let's check it out. You know, as much as I'd like to cuddle, it's time to get on with the game, okay? One down, round two to go. Let's get on it. Now remember, everything in round two is worth double, so heads up. I need a cat. Here we have Love Soldier of Fortune style. How does $2,000 sound? Hey, I was looking through the personals in Soldier of Fortune the other day, and I found this one. Buzz in when you know who wrote this personal ad. Impressionable single white female from wealthy family looking for gun-toting macho type to help me make bank withdrawals. Will be a Symbionese liberating experience. Who Patty Hearst was the heiress who was kidnapped by the Symbionese Liberation Army and later joined them. I didn't know that worked. I mean, I never thought about kidnapping as a way to meet women.
Just don't scream. Get in the car and let's go to dinner and catch a movie.
Okay, I need a... This category's known as, wow, is he clumsy? 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Hey, remember on Saturday Night Live how Chevy Chase's tagline was, I'm Chevy Chase and you're not? Well, which of the following is not Chevy Chase? A town in Maryland, a dish made of pig intestines, Benji's voice, an Oh Heavenly Dog, or an Old English ballad? Chevy Chase is all of these things except a dish made of pig intestines. That would be Chevy Chitlins. Which is a strange coincidence, because when I think of Chevy, I think of ham.
Swing your partner 1 and 3. A do-si-do for the big 13.
Pucker up for the one-hit wonder of birth. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Okay, imagine this. Your new baby picks up the phone to say his first words and to request the song Too Shy on the radio at the same time. What words did he utter? The Go-Go's, Kaja Goo Goo, Aha, or Bow Wow Wow? Too Shy was by 80s flash in the pan Kaja Goo Goo. You know, that's what I hate about baby radio. It's so formulaic. Oh boy, think positive, my friend, because you're about to face an impossible question. Well, what do we have here? Pop music is so deep. Holy cow, looks like this one's gonna be worth 20,000 big ones. All right, get ready for the impossible. Because it features a word which has the most meanings in the Oxford English Dictionary, which of the following songs could be the most easily missed? Oh yeah, Aha's that band from that Scandinavian country. No way! See, now, I could have given you some cash if you pick this. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, set has more definitions than stand, turn, or take. Would have been nice if George had used a dictionary to try and come up with more words to the song.
15th floor, lingerie, housewares, and useless trivia.
Okay, give it up for Like the Far Out Space Nuts, but classier. You get 4,000 clams for this one. Hey, you've seen Star Trek Voyager, right? Well, suppose the USS Voyager finally finds its way back to Earth, but the ship completely burns up in Earth's atmosphere. What would be the technical term for Captain Janeway? A meteor, a meteorite, a meteoroid, or a comet?
Oh God, baby, I diss you so much.
Bet you wish you'd pick this. An object from space that burns up before it can hit the ground is called a meteor, but chances are at least some of that woman's hair is gonna remain intact. Okay. Uh-oh, blah, 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 blah.
It's time for Flickerish Lesson.
Your gibberish category for today is, what's in the package from the crazy guy? 10,000 bucks if you move fast on this gibberish question. Now listen up. Every second and a half, some of the cash is going to disappear, so if you want to win big, you got to be quick. Okay, listen to this gibberish phrase and tell me what song lyric it rhymes with. Nuts! A freak sends me Zen death. And don't think about the punctuation. First clue, it's an REM lyric. Go for it. Type in your answer. Ooh, should've waited for another clue. Dan, look out!
Nuts a freak sends me Zen death. Nuts a freak sends me Zen death.
So they took a crazy guy's rant and made it into song lyrics. Like I always say, who needs writers? Okay.
Number 17.
And this one is Great Scandals of Yesteryear. Get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. Hey, help me out, would you? I'm trying to remember this woman's name. Buzz in and start typing when you know. She was involved in some kind of sex scandal in the 80s. It was some kind of monkey business with one of those TV preachers. She was so upset by the whole incident, she posed for Playboy. She also appeared in a music video with that one comedian that always screamed. What is her name? Talk to me. All you had to do is type this. Jessica Hahn was the woman involved in the sex scandal with televangelist Jim Baker. Fortunately, she recovered from the traumatic experience by posing for Playboy and appearing in a Sam Kinison video. You know, basically, she just traded the people that love for the people that lust. I need a cat. The category? Go down, Enos. Hello, we're talking $6,000, so pay attention. Boy, I tell you, those Dukes of Hazzard are always getting into trouble, aren't they? Picture this. While cruising the backwoods, the Dukes wind up in the fictional county frequently mentioned in the works of William Faulkner. If they decided to settle there, what would they become? The Dukes of Gitche Gumee? The Dukes of Yoknapatawpha? The Dukes... Let this be a lesson to you. Let's take a look at the right answer. Many of William Faulkner's novels were set in a fictional Mississippi county called Yoknapatawpha. The Duke boys a la Faulkner. Never meaning no harm, but ruminating an awful lot about death. All right, hit. Step right up for question 19. For your enjoyment, I'm not a god, but I am the Thigh Master. And you pocket 2,000 bucks if you get this one. Just step up and take a swing at this one. Suppose that exercising on a Nordic track not only got you into great shape, but actually made you a Nordic god. Odin is the supreme Nordic deity. I've never turned into Odin, but after a tough workout, I'm usually Thor in the morning. Okay.
Question number 20.
Shake hands with the great Latin lover, Tom Selleck. Play your cards right, you win 4,000 bucks. Let's rock. If you were to ask Magnum PI about his magnum opus, about what would he most likely tell you? His favorite handgun? His magnum opus translates to great work, so Magnum would be telling you about his greatest case. Although on some episodes, the mustache is the best thing going. You want the attack? You got it. Heads up, here's your clue. Of course I take that personally, and you should take it any way you can get it. Good luck.
Hope you enjoyed all the pretty colors, because you really flew. Now hold tight, this could be ugly.
That's the game! Player, just think, if you only got one or two more questions right, you'd just be embarrassed instead of utterly humiliated. Oh, and while I'm adding insult to injury...
Very nice work, people.